Panelist, how are you?
Hi, how are you?
I am well. I am well. So, I don't want to butcher your name. I'm very horrible at pronunciations here. So, I'm going to take a guess and say Liza, right?
That is what everybody always goes for.
Damn, so it's not.
No, it is Lisa with a Z.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
Okay. Lisa with a Z, aka
Yes.
the Angie Martinez of
Oh
combat
my
sports.
God.
I'm gonna say boxing. I don't really deal with combat sports. I'm only a boxing purist. I know you're
That's
into MMA. She likes MMA guys. She's even fighting. But yeah, tell us a little bit about yourself before we get into our main subject. Obviously, let us know what the sort of content you create and what got you into the sport.
well, my name is Lisa Soler, aka Lisa with a Z, is my media personality name. I originally started in combat sports with Muay Thai about 5 years ago. And then, I kept just training and learning different disciplines, jujitsu, kickboxing, and then boxing as well. About 2 years ago, I ended up having an injury, so I stopped taking it to the ground for a while, and I just worked on my boxing stance. I'm a southpaw, so I'm in a southpaw stance. I'm a mother of two, and you know what? I'm debuting for the first time in an amateur fight card in January. I never thought that I
Congrats.
would be debuting. Thank you, thank you. I do little smokers here and there and exhibition style fights. I like to do stuff for charity and good or things like that, to raise money for organizations. That's what I'll use my skill for the most part. So I never thought I would be debuting until somebody called me out. So
Wait,
yeah,
but this is MMA. You're debuting in kickboxing, I mean.
kickboxing. Yeah,
Uh,
because I only agreed to do either kickboxing or a boxing match. And because she wants to do a kickboxing match, I'm mad at it. I could do both. Either
mm-hmm.
way, I'm ready for it. I'm in training fight camp mode right now. And, shout out to my team, John Wayne Martial Arts and Round Five. Those are the two gyms that I'm working with right now. I also have a lot of mentors here in South Florida. I do post fight interviews for a lot of the promotions out here between boxing and MMA. And I have been just on a ride. I have my own podcast, Lisa with a Z podcast on YouTube, that
boxing
I do
match.
interviews. So, I've been loving the industry and all the opportunities that have come my way. I like to talk shop. I talk about it and, I walk the walk, I talk the talk. So I train and I like to talk about fighting too. So that's just a little bit about me.
For sure. I mean, look, stepping in the ring is such a huge thing. So definitely when you say that you talk the talk and you walk the walk, I see what you mean. I would like to see you get your first boxing fight so we could root for you because kickboxing. But I'm gonna hope that you at least get the win. I don't want you having that loss as your debut. But
Nah, I gotta be 1-0, 1-0.
training hard though. You're training hard.
I am. We just started formulating the plan now on how my fight camp is gonna go. We agreed on a weight, so right now I'm working on cutting the weight and just being consistent and being in the gym, doing my. I was sparring last night actually when after I got home and I saw that you reached out to me. I was like, yo, I'm in. Like,
For sure.
I'm in it to win it, and that's about it. But I'm also a fighter that is well accepting of my losses as well. Because I did do the exhibition boxing style match a couple months ago, and I did lose by 4 points. But
Really?
you know what? It was an experience, and
What
I learned what I did wrong.
was it
And ever
recorded?
since then, I've been working on it.
Did you record it?
Yeah, I can send you some footage so you can take a look at it. I'll send it to you a little later.
Yeah. I definitely want to see that. So where was this exhibition boxing match?
So it was in Tampa because I
Okay.
actually just moved back down to South Florida about 2 months ago from Tampa. And it was just in a home gym environment for a new promotion that's coming out. It's called EFC Boxing. It's basically a boxing league full of different professionals that are like, different people. Like, you got plumbers, roofers, construction people. Me, I have a podcast. We're all different entrepreneurs, but also train boxing. And we all went in there, and it was for Suicide Awareness Month. So we raised money for the Crisis Center of Tampa over there. And it was a great event. I had a great time. Me and my opponent, like, I know her. I even interviewed her after our fight. So it's just a great experience for me overall. And I love the industry, man. I do.
That's what's up. It's so funny. Obviously, we spoke a little bit before you came on the show, and not only do we have so much in common, but a lot of similarities. So we do our own little exhibitions. We're actually on our 12th series now, and our next show is September 18th, next Saturday in Watertown, Wisconsin, where some of our listeners, amateurs, former fighters, they still have that itch,
Yeah.
or just the listeners, that they're fans of the sport and they want to know what it feels like to actually get in the ring and swing. And some of them need to because of their, potty mouths and vocabularies when it comes to a fighter. Those 3 minutes are an eternity, and you really don't know that until you get in the ring. So we've created what we call Border Wars, because, we've people are able to sign up from all over the world, and they have from Canada, the UK, obviously United States, and we go to different states and we do these events. And it's very similar to what you're saying, exhibition matches where people get in the ring and swing, except we use 16-ounce gloves and headgear. I don't know if you were...
Yeah, we wore 16-ounce gloves. We had the headgear. We did have a ref, in the ring to like pull us apart if necessary, and we had our judges. So, I mean, it wasn't a sanctioned fight, but I treated it like it was a real fight.
Absolutely.
I was not playing. My fight camp, my coach, as soon as I was approached, I was, like, hey, we're going. I treated it like a real fight camp. The second I'm in there and the bell rings, is on. That's it.
So what did your children say? They're like, wait a minute, you're going to get punched in the face?
Well, I have people who like and support the fact that, I have taken up this lifestyle, and it's helped me health-wise, and, it just helps me maintain my discipline, my strength, my overall health, because I feel like boxing has helped not only my physical health, but my mental as well. So not a lot of people will get it. Not a lot of people will get it because they don't do it or they don't practice it. So I'm constantly battling some people about it. But then I have a whole state, I want to say a whole state of Florida that has supported me, between fighters and coaches and different promotions along this way. My kids, they help me with everything. They help me with my training, my podcast. They help me along the way. They inspire me. They're proud of their mom. They don't like to see me come home with a black eye or anything, but I do my best, and they're very supportive, and they've trained as well. I try to get them to train. It's not their favorite thing to do, but, it's a family thing for me.
Amazing. So, you said that you've been getting a lot of opportunities. How long ago have you started working in the boxing industry?
So training, I was just being an athlete for a couple years, but I didn't start the podcast until last year, October-ish. But it's been an idea in my mind for many years now. I just didn't know how to get it out there. During the pandemic, I had a lot of time to myself, because we're all quarantined. I'm here thinking, like, I lost both of my jobs because everybody shut down.
Wow.
So I had time to think about what I wanted to do with my life and what I love, and how can I turn what I love into money making or success. And so, I started the podcast, and I got all the equipment that, was necessary to start my basic, my basic, and I just hit record. And ever since then, it's been in November 1st will be the like my year of doing everything. But I've been very fortunate to have a lot of big name people in the industry like my craft and want to come on my show. And then it turned into going to these events and getting good media coverage. And I've been able to go to Jacksonville, Tallahassee, Orlando, I mean, Miami. I'm here. Like, I've been able to travel, and I'm very thankful for everybody who's ever believed in me, because I'm a woman in the male dominant industry talking about combat sports. I got my good days where people are like, oh yeah, I'm into a woman talking about it. And then there's people that are like, oh, what do you know? They see me here with my hair and makeup done. They don't think I can fight, but turn the wrong way and I'm going to let you know I can fight. So, I mean, it has as good as in its bad days. With anything that you do that's going to come along, it's just how you keep your mindset and how you keep focused. And I'm just ready to continue my success and my journey. That's pretty much it.
For sure. So my producer is telling me to show you our belt, because we got a female fight September 18th. Is our first ever, actually. We've never been able to, out of 12 seasons, we've never been able to get a female fight.
Okay. I think I saw a picture of it earlier. Yeah.
So this is the belt for the females that we got done, and it is women's division, obviously, because we don't have many women just yet, so it doesn't have a specific division, but he wanted me to show it to you.
That's awesome.
Let's get into
maybe one day I come and fight for you guys. You never know.
Maybe you become our champ. But let's test your knowledge, man. Obviously, we're talking a Fury Wilder 3. Let's just start with, what do you think of the matchup and your thoughts on the first two fights, and where are you now going into the trilogy 30 days out?
Well, obviously I've kept up with these two amazing fighters. Tyson Fury is like one of the favorites, I would say, that I would choose for this fight. I mean, he is the current champ. But I do see the speculation on how he hasn't fought in over 2 years. Yes. So, I mean, and that's something in any fighter. Once you see that they go on a little bit of a hiatus, either something wrong or, they're just ready to throw in the towel. And that's my thing. Like, when do you know when you're ready to throw in the towel after such an amazing career? Do you keep going? Do you keep fighting for it? Or, just make the call? But I was listening earlier to you and how, he was saying that he has all these different partners that he's been working with. So, I mean, maybe this is it, the trilogy, and see how he comes out on top of this fight. I think it's an anticipated fight for sure. Hopefully it doesn't get postponed again. But the other two fights, I would have to definitely look into it. Again, I'm more into the MMA scene. Still growing in the boxing scene. But I'm definitely looking forward to seeing how this fight will come out on October.
So you haven't seen the first two?
No.
Oh my God. Yeah. Wow. So what boxers are you drawn to, if not the heavyweight division and this particular fight, which is pretty big? What are some of the fighters that grab your attention?
I have more of the local scene here in Florida. I love me some Pete Dobson. He's amazing, and I just witnessed his fight the other day at the Bad Promotions. Amazing knockout by Blake Davis as well, another pro fighter. He's undefeated down here. So I'm mainly, supportive of my local fighters out of Florida. Pete Dobson's from the NYC, but, now he's here and training with Kevin Gleason, who is an amazing boxing coach, and also somebody that I'll have in my corner as a mentor for my upcoming fight. So a lot of the just local fighters is what I support right now. But of course, I love watching boxing no matter what. I have to be able to expand all my knowledge within the industry and not be biased as well when it comes to fighting. So, I mean, I'm always open to seeing who my new fighters will be. And also, I'm just like learning. I'm still learning. It's very new to me. But I'm so ready to absorb all the knowledge and experiences along the way, no matter what.
So is this person Gleason any relation to the famous Gleason's gym in New York, or is just a coincidence?
I mean, there's a lot of Gleasons everywhere, but
Yeah.
Kevin Gleason's he's the owner of Stay Ready Athletics down here. One of the top boxing coaches that I would say a lot of his roster are undefeated fighters. Um, for the most part, yeah, a lot of them have gone undefeated. I mean, he also trains with Robert Duran Jr. Miguel Baeza is a UFC fighter as well. You got um,
So Robert Duran Jr. is out here in Florida?
yes, he is.
Oh, I had
Yes, he
no
is.
clue. I had no clue. So what? And where is this gym located?
It's in Hollywood,
Mm.
Florida. So
Are you
it's
going?
a very, very close up old school boxing gym. You got your ring, you got your gym, and I like his style and overall his technique and the way he likes to guide his fighters. He also has like a training website too to help people with instruction, to how to set up your jab and things like that, technique training. So, I mean, I've seen his business grow and his fighters, go from amateur to pro and win championships and belts and things like that. And it's amazing. It is to see the growth of not only the coach but the fighters as well.
And when you say Blake Davis, so he's boxer promoter?
Correct.
Oh, I didn't
He
know. How old is he?
bad promotions, and he also is, I believe, now 7-0 um on the boxing record. So yeah.
So how old is Blake? I might have to
Uh,
check his box
Blake
rack.
in his
Honestly,
he's in his like mid
I've
20s right
only
now.
I've only spoken to him once or twice, and it's always been about his fight cards. I never knew he even boxed.
Yeah, he fights on his cards
His
sometimes too.
shows look very nice, though. He's definitely putting together some high level shows. I really like his the color scheme. He keeps it black and white all the time.
Yeah,
Yeah, I see. Okay, so he
it's a
definitely
very
7-0.
upscale event. You got your top guys in the industry. You got great promoters, great sponsors. It's a really great night. I like the setup. He's very professional, and he gave me the opportunity to do the news coverage. And there's a lot of good debuts on his card too. Like one of the boxers, Jordan Murphy, it was his debut fight on that card, and wow, it was. I mean, the whole building lit up on fire for that fight.
Mm.
And even Blake himself, he had a knockout that night. It was clean. It was so beautiful to see and witness in person. And of course, I'm going crazy after when you see a knockout like that. It is scary sometimes too, because you see the other opponent just out there. But either way, I appreciate the sport and overall technique between both fighters. It was a good fight.
Definitely. So Blake's a heavyweight. Wow. So funny. You talk to people and you don't even know. He's six
Yeah.
five. Me and him are
Yeah. Come
basically
out to
the
one of
same
the shows one
size.
day.
Say again?
Maybe you come out to the show. I think the next one is October 16th here.
Yeah, I'm seeing on BoxRec he's registered for the 16th. Yeah. Um I had so this is happens where? In Hollywood as well?
So it's gonna be at the Gulfstream Park Casino.
Which
That's in
is
Hallandale. So yeah, that's where
where is
most of.
Hollandale though? I'm from New Jersey, like I told you.
So it's basically borderline right next to Hollywood, Florida.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah. So it's a little bit South Broward,
I'm
shall I say.
actually headed that way today. I don't know if you knew, but Evander Holyfield is going to be out there today for his fight, and they're doing some media stuff. He's going to be working out and stuff and showing that he still has it at this tender old age of like 60 plus.
Yeah, I mean, I think that's the new thing now.
Yeah.
The old school heads is trying to come back, show they still got it. The whole Tyson
I
fight
don't know
was
about showing they
it
still
was
got it, but definitely showing they still have their own lane to make money. I don't know that they still got it to compete with the
yeah,
other fighters in the real
it's
boxing
money
world.
making industry at the end of the day, and it's all about the hustle
Yeah.
and the grit. And so, and I appreciate it, and it's a good thing for the fans. Fans still want to see that kind of stuff and support their favorite fighters. But no, I'm actually I won't be attending. I have school too, because I'm also attending school for media broadcasting.
Okay.
So I do a lot of things.
That's good. That's good. Listen, right now, you actually said it almost as a negative, but I think it's a positive in this particular time and age that we're in with boxing. When you said, you're covering the sport basically in a male dominated sport, but women are getting a lot of opportunities right now.
Oh yeah,
You guys are
yeah.
ending up on TV as anchors, or I mean, look at Jordan Plant, uh, you know, Kate Abdo. So many just emerged. I think Matchroom just hired someone new too. I can't remember her name, in the UK, but yeah, a lot of women getting opportunities. I also seen that you know Christine, the USA boxing coach, correct? I'm pretty sure I seen you did an interview with her. In the ring with
Oh,
Christine?
Coach Cam.
No, well,
Cam.
I know we know Cam as well. We had Cam on here a few months ago. But I thought you did something with In the Ring with Christine. No, a USA boxing coach?
No, not
Maybe you
yet.
guys just favor each other that much. But how
No,
was your experience with Coach Cam?
Coach Cam, man. You know what? It's not that I'm putting negative influence as far as the male dominant sport. I'm very aware of it. I've had my experiences in this industry. Again, um, I got good pressure and I got bad pressure sometimes. Coach Cam, we had a really great conversation, an amazing interview. I ended up having the interview with her because I watched her story on Instagram about how she came out of an abusive relationship, turned to boxing, and changed her whole life, and now she's one of the top female coaches, and she's training top-notch athletes. And that's an inspirational story to me. And then me coming out of my own situation, and I did have a past where I had a lot of toxic people in my life, and I had to overcome all those battles. And boxing and MMA has helped my life, and now here I am talking to you on this show. But Coach Cam is really good people's. Hopefully I get to work with her one day. She's out of Cali and I'm here in Florida. And actually Kevin Gleason is one of her inspirations too, on how she coaches too. And we talked about that on our episode. And I ended up getting them linked together, and now they kind of interact on social media. As coaches, which is, and I like the fact that she is a woman representing us in this industry, as well as me. I feel that I'm playing my role, speaking about it and being a representative of women who are now, women are coming on the scene a lot, and I love it. I love to see it.
Absolutely. So tell me that you caught the last big Pacquiao fight.
I did catch
Okay.
clips because I actually was at another event too that night. So like,
Uh-oh.
the
Busy,
thing with
busy.
me is that I have so many events sometimes. Like, I have another event next weekend I'm doing, and I'm here either on the phone watching fights, or I'm, doing live coverage.
Yeah.
So I have to pick and choose what my fights are. But I was watching that last fight for sure.
So let's get into the Angie Martinez of combat sports. Who gave you that name? Those are big shoes to fill.
It
Angie is
is.
one of my influences. I'm a tri-state baby, so Angie Martinez,
you know,
Charlie May
I
Nagad, all
I
those people.
I watched Angie Martinez as I was growing up, and she's such a major influence
Hmm.
on my life. And I was actually discussing, there's a fight where brand, and it's called Resilient Fight, where they have a lot of gear and boxing, more Muay Thai based. But they ended up watching one of my episodes with a fighter that they recognize, and then they went down, like, they were like 2 hours later, we were still watching your episodes. And they were like, everything we watched, based on your personality and how you deliver your interviews, it's a lot related to like the Angie Martinez kind of style. I'm very upfront. I'm not afraid to like tell you how it is, but I'm also very positive. I like good vibes, and that's just me. I like good vibes.
Well, speaking of good vibes, let me introduce you to Come Box with Shan. Lady Shan in the building, all the way from the United Kingdom across the pond. Well, for you, it's the afternoon over there. I keep forgetting.
Sí, buenos tardes.
Buenas tardes. ¿Cómo está?
Todo bien. ¿Y tú?
I'm good, man. Here getting to know our newest guest. It's actually Lisa, not Liza.
It's not Liza.
I've been listening now. Not
Yeah.
Liza.
Liza. Nice to meet you, Liza. I checked out your Instagram. The first thing I said two things. I went cute and fun.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I appreciate that.
Yo, that's
Yeah.
that's the thing that women can do. The guys cannot. You can never jump on and be like, I checked out two things, kid. You're cute and fun. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I know. It's a girl thing. Yeah.
Is it?
Yeah.
I'm pretty cheesing right now. I'm like,
So good. I was listening to the interview while I was getting ready. Yeah, very impressive. Like what you're doing. I respect the hustle. I respect the grind. I got 3 kids, but one's an adult, so I had a young. So I got 2 kids.
Every day.
Yeah. Every day you're hustling.
Every day.
Yeah, every day.
Sure.
So what you got planned today? What are you gonna do today?
So right now I'm gonna, after this, I have school for a couple hours, and then back to mom things, and then probably training a little later tonight.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
How's training going?
We're starting. I mean, I'm always training no matter what. I try to stay consistent in between fights. That's just what I do. But then now we're just getting into fight camp mode. So now it's like the conditioning, the nutrition, and really getting into focusing on my deliverance of how I want the fight to go. So that's what we're focused on right now. I got a lot of people that are ready to spar with me. So I'm looking forward for the journey right now.
You gotta come on my show.
Sean doesn't like to get in the gym. In the ring, excuse me. She says she's not getting punched in the face. So we definitely respect you for getting in there. It's kickboxing though, Shan.
Yeah.
It's kickboxing. Yeah, that's good. Like I'm down for everyone doing what they want to do. I just don't want to get kicked or punched in the face.
You know what? I don't want to either. But
yeah, I know.
Yeah. My defense. And
yeah. So, you come on my show for sure. Like,
she got the moves. She got the moves.
Yeah. You can come and promote the fight. Come and talk to my audience and let them know about another female that's doing the damn thing.
Yeah, man. She's actually doing the thing for real, because not only is she covering the sport, but she's getting in the ring. We got to get you transitioned back into boxing, but we're going to keep you, at least you're doing your thing. At least it's a squared circles in some way.
Yeah. You're not. Are you? Is it an octagon when you fight?
No.
It's not.
It is?
It's a cage. Yeah. It's a MMA style cage, because there are other fights that night that are either going to be MMA or kickboxing. So it is MMA Cage. I have fought in a boxing ring too. I don't mind. Yeah. Either way, once the bell rings, I'm going in.
Yeah. Bars. Yeah, she ain't playing. She ain't come to play. Yeah.
No, it's like, because okay, so my fighter, I guess, alias and alter ego is called the Phoenix.
The Phoenix.
Ooh, that's rising out of the ashes.
Is that what the red hair? That's what the red hair is for.
The hair, I'm feeling it. This is my vibe for the day. The red hair.
Yeah. We change it according to our moods.
Correct.
Yeah.
I know.
Is a different fighter. Got a different color. She's everything that I'm not on a daily basis. She's she's everything that I've always wanted to be. She's the badass. She's the ready to cut you up. She's the ready to
cut you
fight
up.
Yeah.
That Latina came out.
Yeah, she's that bitch.
She's that chick.
Hey, Shan, that Latina came out. She said, "Cut you up."
Yeah, she said, like, cut you up.
She's ready at all times. She's I keep her boxed up when I'm being a lady and a mom and doing the other things. But as soon as I'm wrapped up, I got my gloves on, it's a different mindset. I'm shutting everybody out of the world and I'm focused on who's in front of me and the goal. And that's just what it is.
What date is this fight? Now we got to watch it.
Yeah, we have to. I thought,
We're going to do a live fight
they're
chat.
still working out the date and the venue because it's still in January. It's in January. So we still, things can happen from now to then as far as the venue and the date. But for sure, I mean, the girl asked about me to the promoter, and the promoter shot me the message, and she's also debuting. And the thing is that I've noticed as far as being a heavier girl, there's not a lot of fighters in especially women fighters in the industry between amateur and pro. And we're in our 200s, I would say. And the promoter told me, man, she's been trying to have a fight for like a year now. And I'm like, and I was never trying to get in the ring like that to get a record and sanction. I like doing it for fun.
So is it equal weight? Is it equal weight? Yeah.
Well, I'm dropping some weight. I told them, I was like, listen, I'm not trying to be a fighter, but because I promote women empowerment, I want this girl to have the chance to fight. Maybe after this fight, somebody sees her skill and open up another door for her. If I'm the one that she has to fight, number one, it's going to be on my terms. Number two, I'm going to give her that opportunity. And I'm going to give her one hell of a fight. I'm not going to give it to her. So if she's going to come to the ring, be ready, be prepared. You want this fight, I'm going to give it to you. And but for the most part, it's because I want both of us to come in there, give our best, and put on a good show. And that's pretty much what I want to do.
Yay, that sounds it. So as soon as you get the date, let me know. I'm going to tap in.
We'll keep up. I'm proud to be doing promotionals and pictures. And all the flyers are going to come out soon, but I'll keep you guys updated for sure.
Keep me posted. Yeah, I'm down.
Sure, that sounds amazing, man. Except for the fact that she's been wanting to fight for a year. I think you and your coach better make sure she isn't too experienced, because that means she's been training. She hasn't.
Is it because of the weight cap though? Is that what you're saying? That's the reason why? Because all the other girls are really small, so there's more of smaller girls.
Yeah, but that's why. But Shan, that still means she could have been training for the past year while she's waiting. You never know. I mean, what if you want to fight? Why are you staying out the gym, right? Like, I don't know.
Yeah, but like what I think what you're saying is, you can drop some weight, but you don't necessarily want to go down to like 140 or it might be unrealistic at that time, or for your genetic makeup.
I'm not even talking about weight. I'm talking about her opponent possibly being too experienced. That's my worry.
Yeah, because she'd be training.
My last fight was against an experienced coach and MMA fighter. And
give me 1 second.
And she called me out too. And I was like, you know what? I'm not afraid. I will put in whatever work I got to, train with whoever I have to make sure I'm the best. And I honestly underestimate myself sometimes. Even the people around me, I'm like, man, I could have improved a little bit more. People around me, I'm like, man, you're good. So like, it's not about her and her skill. It's about me and what I'm bringing to the ring. That's it. And if I lose, well, it's an experience. I'll learn and I'll move forward, and that's how I do it. Some people could take a loss and they throw in the towel and they won't fight ever again. And it's all a mental. I've even known fighters that have done that. They'll go like 2 years without fighting after a loss because they couldn't handle that loss. And then, but that's not how I am. I'm all about the learning experience for the most part and challenging myself, because this is a major challenge to me at this moment in my life. I have so many things going on for me. I have the show, I have school, I have my kids. I actually have a job too. and now I'm taking on this fight. So for me, it's all about my experience. She can bring whatever she wants to the ring, but I'm going to do the same. Period.
Wow, I feel like interviewing you like a fighter now. So how far is the gym from you? Like, is it easy to get to the gym? Do you find it difficult because of the children and having to do the whole wifely, motherly duties of cooking and cleaning and you know, like you said, you couldn't do this until you dropped the kids off. So, you know,
Yeah.
women are usually super women. Do you really have the time?
You know what? I will say no. I make the time. I don't have the time. I make the time. You know, whatever is important to me, I'll prioritize. Again, I have a village of people helping me with the kids. You know, their dad is involved as well. He's also very much, you know, aware of when I do take on fights and, you know, even with going to my events, traveling. So, I mean, it's not like it takes away from my life. It adds to it. And it is tough. One of the gyms is close, like 10 minutes away, but then my other gym is about 30-45 minutes away. I am looking for sponsors as well to help me during this fight camp, you know, nutrition and food and gas and, you know, paying for coaches' time and stuff like that. Luckily, you know, they help me out too. But it is a lot, you know, to take on, and mentally as well, just keeping myself and focused and not letting the anxiety get to me, because the anticipation before a fight can, you know, make or break you. You're either very calm and you're ready for the fight, or you're just like nervous, and it could go either way. But again, I have a lot of support. I know that my support will only grow within the next couple months, and you know, I'm hustling for it.
For sure, man. Well, we definitely respect your hustle and the fact that you're doing your thing both in and out of the ring. Please give out your social media. I've been getting, obviously, a lot of the people in the chat, live chat. We're live right now on YouTube and Blog Talk, and it'll be uploaded to iTunes and everywhere you can find podcasts. I'll be screen sharing. I mean, you have so many. Which one do you want me to show?
Which one? What do you mean? My Instagram?
Because I see another
Do the
one.
YouTube and the gram.
I also have a YouTube. So my YouTube is Liza with a Z podcast. It's pretty simple. And then I have two Instagrams. I have one for the podcast, which is Liza with a Z podcast. Same for Instagram.
All right. I just subbed, and you know, I'm screen sharing the podcast.
Share it so I can sub.
Yeah, and then my actual Instagram is Lisita Sol 88. You can find the link too on both of the Instagram.
Yeah, that's why I didn't know which one because it says main page Lisita Sol.
Right, it's on there. So, you know, either way, both of the pages are there. My Liza with a Z podcast, I like to just keep that more towards the combat sports and, you know, pushing that kind of stuff. But my main page is just me and my kids and whatever I want to do.
Yeah, I saw it. It's funny. Yeah, I like it.
Well, I want to thank you obviously for coming on, and yeah, we look forward to getting you back on soon. We want to definitely follow the training camp and the fight.
She should go on Border Wars, Ness.
Yeah, I mean, she's got to fight first. She's got to do her thing first. But we would love to have her, you know, in the ring, man, so she can get the full experience. I mean, I'm sure she's getting it down there. I know Blake does a fantastic job. Is it gonna be Blake that's putting on your show?
No, so this is gonna be for Extreme Fight Nation.
Okay.
This is a MMA fight promotion. Blake is just strictly boxing with bad promotions.
He's like me, strictly boxer.
Yeah. So, you know, I'm open to a boxing fight after this. I think after this experience is probably going to open up my hunger a little bit more. But again, it just depends, you know, on how the fight goes and how the next couple months goes. And, you know, we'll keep in contact for sure.
For sure.
Yeah, I'll hit you on the gram. I'll
come on your show too.
Yeah, thank you. I'd appreciate that.
For sure. Well, I want to thank you once again, Liza with a Z. Thanks for coming on, and we look forward to having you back on. There you have it, ladies and gentlemen. Liza
Saludos.
with a Z podcast. Liza with a Z podcast.
Yo, if you enjoyed the video, feel free to hit the like, subscribe, and share. As always, if you want to support us to the next level, head over to the patreon.com/ThaBoxingVoice. We have tons of exclusive from Border Wars, Entitled, betting shows, the list goes on and on and on. But in addition to that, if you guys have questions for fighters, trainers, and promoters, this is where you can submit them. We will run out, get these questions answered, and put it back on the show just for you guys. Appreciate it. Peace.